everyone, my name's Michelle and this is my channel Sewing Bunny, and today's video, it's probably a little bit late but I still decided that I wanted to share it with you, was a little roundup of my Me Made May. Now, for anyone that doesn't know what Me Made May is, it's a sort of challenge where you set yourself a goal of embracing Me Mades throughout the month of May. So be it whether you want to wear Me Mades, a number of days in the month, you want to look through your wardrobe and see, if you need to, where you have gaps, things like that. There's a whole variety of different things you can do. And what I decided to do for Me Made May was to wear one item of Me Made clothing every day, which I did, and I thought I would just share with you a little roundup. So I will be looking down because I obviously can't remember everything that I made. So I've got my phone where I'm just going to have a look on my Instagram account and just remind myself of the days. In case anyone is wondering, I am wearing a Tilly in the Buttons Frankie tee, and this pattern is from her book Stretch, and this fabric was a little gift actually for me from my friend Anna, and so yeah, I just thought it'd be really nice to wear today. Right, let's start off with my Me Made May roundup. So I will insert pictures as I go of all the Me Mades, probably in this section here. So day one was a Tilly in the Buttons Bertha cardigan in a lovely pink knit that I got from First for Fabrics, and I also teamed that up with a Sew Over It Molly top from their City Break ebook, and that fabric was a viscose jersey from Beyond the Pink Door with all these lovely flowers. And I have to say that is probably one of my little favourite kind of little combos. I really love the pinks in that and kind of how well they kind of work together. And then day two was a Grainline Studio Linden sweatshirt, and yeah, this is probably again one of my favourite jumpers to wear. So I've done like a contrast on it where I've got this kind of print with like leopards on the front, and then these contrast black sleeves, a little bit similar to the Frankie tee. I have to admit, with raglan sleeve kind of tops, I really like doing the contrast on it. I just think it makes the main central fabric really pop. So that's really nice. And I think I got those fabrics from the Maker's Merchant, I think. And then day three was my Victory Patterns Madeleine skirt. And yeah, I did recently make that, and I think that I wore it, I think on the day that I took pictures and stuff on my Instagram anyway. Love that Madeleine skirt. And I also teamed that up with a Galaxy tee, and yeah, I think I've kind of mentioned that a few times. I do like that pattern as well, and I just think that the art gallery fabric of the t-shirt and the denim from the Madeleine skirt just looked really nice together. And I think I got the art gallery fabric from Beyond the Pink Door, and I got the denim for the skirt from Fabric Godmother. And then next up we have the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. This is probably one of my favourite jumpers to wear when it's cold, because at the beginning of May it was freezing. To be honest, most of May I think was pretty cold. And the toaster sweater is just a brilliant jumper. I love the high neck. It's not it's not tight around the neck, it's quite loose, but it just keeps you really warm. And I made that in a cable knit that I can't remember where I got it from, but it's, yeah, super cozy, that one. And then the next day, day four, I wore a Blackwood cardigan, same knitted fabric that I got the pink Bertha cardigan from. So they're both from First for Fabrics. And yeah, this one, the Blackwood, was kind of like a nice mustard colour. And I teamed that up with a plain t-shirt, which is a ThreadCount, I think it's the Ultimate t-shirt. I think it's one that came free in a sewing magazine. I don't think you can buy it apart from possibly maybe if you saw it on Etsy or eBay, I think, but I don't think it's one you can just buy. It just came free in a sewing magazine. And then day six was my Wardrobe by Me Whisper blouse. And yeah, I've done a sew along for that one, so you might well recognise that. That was from Felicity Fabrics, that fabric, and I just love it. It's so soft, so easy to wear, that top, and yeah, really like that one. Okay, so day 7 was the Nina Lee South Bank dress, and again that fabric was from Felicity Fabrics. Really lovely dark red with these kind of bird little print on it, really nice. I love the Nina Lee South Bank sweater. It's such a cozy little kind of like jumper dress, a little bit like the toaster sweater, where kind of like the neck, it's not tight, it is quite reasonably loose around your neck, but it's just, yeah, really nice and cozy. And then day 8, I wore a Tilly and the Buttons Clio dungaree dress, and I teamed that up with a Tilly and the Buttons Freya top. Yeah, I really like that little combo. And then next day I wore my Blackwood cardigan again in the mustard colour, and I teamed that up with a lovely woodland themed jersey. Again, I think I got that fabric from Felicity Fabrics as well. And I made the Pattern Union Molly tee in that. So that was a really nice combo. I think the mustard colour really kind of highlights some of that kind of woodland theme. Okay, and then day 10. So this picture was taken when I was in the office. It's a ready-to-wear cardigan, but I have teamed it up with a Tilly and the Buttons Freya top, so another Freya. And again, that fabric came from Felicity Fabrics as well. Do buy a lot from them, as well as being part of their blogger team, so some of it has been given to me in exchange for reviews and things. I love, again, that combo. I love like the pinks and the reds. I love that kind of look. And yeah, that's a little combo that I do wear quite often for the office, because I just think it looks really fun with like the floral, but then really colourful. So really like that one. Day 11 was a Stitch Upon a Time Mary Peplum top, and I've had this one for absolute ages. The fabric I think originally came from Fabricland, and it's one of their like kind of t-shirt fabrics. It's kind of like it's like a full 100% cotton fabric rather than like 95% cotton and spandex content. But it's really nice, really lightweight, and I love the green and the pink together. I really like that. And then the next day was a new look pattern. Can't remember it off the top of my head. What was it? It was, no, it wasn't. It was a Simplicity pattern S1072 on that one. I'll insert a picture of the pattern envelope for you, as well as when I'm wearing it. And this was my first ever jumper that I made. So the sleeves are a French terry. Actually, no, it's not a French terry. It's more like a ponte with kind of like this kind of faded kind of sort of like leopard print. You can just kind of see a leopard print on it. And then the front section is actually a scuba. And yeah, that was the first jumper that I made. And when I wear it, I just love it because it was one of the first jumpers I made. I mean, the inside is a bit dodgy, but you can't tell from the outside. I really, really like it. And then day 13, I was wearing again my ultimate t-shirt from ThreadCount, and yeah, in that blue jersey. And then I also teamed up with the Kinder cardigan, which is by Wendy Ward, and that's from the book A Beginner's Guide to Sewing with Knits. So that's a nice little combo. And then the next day was another Tilly and the Buttons Bertha cardigan. This time it was in like quite a thick knitted fabric. That was my first Bertha cardigan, so it's a really thick, nice, warm one. And I teamed that up with a Tilly and the Buttons Agnes top in a lemon colour jersey. And then day 15 was another Agnes top, this time in a pink jersey that was quite a recent make, and I just teamed that up with a little ready-to-wear navy cardigan. And then the next day was one of my favourite makes ever. That is the Tilly and the Buttons Stella hoodie, which is again from her book Stretch, and it's made in that gorgeous marble print French terry that I got from Little Legs Fabrics. Absolutely love that hoodie. I could have worn that every single day if I had allowed myself to. It's just something I love to wear, and anytime, you know, my friends see it or like work colleagues see it, they always say how fun it is. So I really like that top. And then day 17 was a Grainline Studio Linden sweatshirt. This time it has the cat faces on the front, and then it's got the black sections on the arms. And the black part of the raglan sleeve is actually the same fabric as my Wendy Ward Kinder cardigan. That was actually left over from the cardigan, so yeah, did a little scrap busting with that. And day 18 was another Stitch Upon a Time Mary Peplum, this time in a viscose jersey, which I can't remember. Oh no, I got that viscose jersey from Minerva Crafts, I remember now, or minerva.com, whatever they're called now. And yeah, that's a really nice one as well. I did lengthen the skirt section on that one just slightly because I kind of thought it'd be nice to have more of a tunic length on that one. And then day 19 was my Loopy Mabel's Closet poppy pinafore, and that was teamed up with that pink Agnes top. So I deliberately made that pink Agnes top to go with that pinafore, and I just love the two together. Really like how they go together. So yeah, that was that one. And then day 20, this was the ThreadCount, I think it's called the Basic Tee. Again, it was one that I got free in a sewing magazine, so I don't know if you're going to be able to purchase it, but I liked it because it was a V-neck. I don't know if I'd make it again because the V-neck instructions on it was awful. I couldn't understand it. But it's quite big and oversized and quite long, and it's just really nice, kind of casual, kind of around the house sort of t-shirt. And then day 21, that was a very special day. That was my wedding day. And when I came back from that, I put on my lounge set, which was my Grainline Studio Linden sweatshirt and my True Bias Hudson pants, made in this amazing leopard print sweatshirting, and it's all like proper, like soft and fleecy on the reverse. And then day 22 was another Grainline Studio Linden sweatshirt. Can you tell I love Lindens? And this one I made into a shorter sleeve and kind of like a t-shirt kind of style jumper. It's still French terry, but it's kind of more of a t-shirt style. And that's got that really lovely pink like safari print on it. So yeah, love that one. Day 23 was my Stella hoodie again. So yeah, couldn't resist wearing that for another day. And then day 24 was a Sew Over It Molly top, and that fabric was a viscose jersey that I got from one of the Sew Hayley Jane boxes. Okay, and then the last few days, we've got day 25 was the Friday Pattern Company Wilder Gown top. So it's just the top version. Again, I think this one I took in the office. And yeah, I love wearing that top for the office actually. I find it's kind of that really good mix of kind of like smart stroke casual, because our office kind of dress code is kind of smart casual. So I find that fits the bill perfectly. And then the next day was my Galaxy tee in that art gallery jersey. Again, love that. That's great for office wear as well, just because it's just a little bit smarter with those little puff sleeves. Day 27 was my Blackwood cardigan, again in that mustard colour, and I teamed that up with one of my latest makes, which was the Willow Tank by Grainline Studio, and I made that in a linen from Beyond the Pink Door. Day 28 was actually again a very special day because it was Stuart's mum's 70th birthday. So we all went out for a lovely pub meal in the evening, and I put on my Deer and Doe Maya Sotis dress, just teamed up with a little ready to wear cropped cardigan. I think it was actually one of the Lisa Comfort cropped cardigans when she was selling cardigans. And I just love that little combo. And I just teamed it up with some black tights as well, because the myosotis I love, but it just comes up a little bit short and I don't feel comfortable wearing it with like skin coloured tights or no tights. That wouldn't be me at all. So I love wearing that dress with black tights, and I just think it looks really nice. Day 29 was a sew over it Molly dress this time. So you'd seen a few Molly tops, but that was a Molly dress. And I made that one quite a while ago, and I just love the stripes on it. And yeah, that's when the weather started getting a little bit warmer. And then day 30 was the Itch to Stitch Cartagena, I think it's pronounced, cami top. Now this one I made a while back using like a poly jersey. The problem is with this one, I've actually, once I was wearing it, it stretched out completely. So I used fold over elastic for the straps, and I just think through wearing it, through washing it, this front section has just stretched right out. So actually I wore that for a reason, because I was doing gardening that day. So I had a few days off work and I really wanted to do some stuff to my garden, and I thought that would be perfect because yeah, it's all a bit stretched out and what have you, so it doesn't matter if it gets a bit dirty or tatty. But it's one of those things, I don't want to get rid of it because, you know, I made it and I do love the fabric on it as well. And yeah, so that one's a bit of a gardening top, but still managed to wear me made, so that's good. And then the last day was the Itch to Stitch Lego tank. And that's a free pattern, and that's probably one of my favourite tank tops. And I made that one ages ago, I think from some jersey that I got from eBay. But that is one of my most worn sort of tank tops that I wear in the summer. And so you could probably tell in May, you know, we started out wearing lots and lots of jumpers, and then we slowly, gradually got to wearing little vest cami tops. Because yeah, May's weather was awful until literally I think like the last few days of May. So that was the roundup of everything that I did wear. But also I wanted to kind of just talk to you about maybe some of my learnings and maybe things that I kind of identified in my wardrobe that I would like to actually make. Now I noticed that most of the things I made were either dresses or tops, mainly tops. I'm not a huge dress person all the time. I don't mind wearing dresses, but I only really like to wear dresses when it is warmer. I'm not really a kind of, when it's cold, a dress doesn't do it for me. I have to have like a snuggly jumper and like a pair of jeans because I feel the cold quite a lot. But in summertime, love wearing dresses. But I did identify that actually I don't own a lot of me-made trousers. And that is something that I think I really need to work on. So yeah, trousers for work, trousers for casual sort of times as well. So that is something that I would like to work towards. And also I think for my jumpers, I think I need to maybe make some kind of more maybe work appropriate jumpers, because I found that if I was going to the office and I wanted to take a jumper, things like the toaster sweater, you know, in the cable knit, that was really nice. But, you know, ones like, you know, the safari print or the leopard print or the cat faces, that's not really kind of office wear appropriate as such. I mean, it's okay, you know, if you are kind of, you know, got quite a casual office, but if I'm doing Zooms and things with clients and stuff, it may not look that professional wearing a giant cat face with bow ties and all that. Obviously that's down to each and everyone's opinion. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but for me, I just think maybe I should have something that's maybe a little bit smarter. So I think I would like to make myself some Linden sweatshirts because I love the Linden, and but maybe do it a little bit more, maybe kind of like florals, or maybe do kind of like something a bit muted. So I think that would be quite nice just to have a couple of that. And then the other thing is, again, similar to the trousers, I don't have really any jumpsuits or anything. And I love the look of jumpsuits. And I don't actually own any jumpsuit apart from one, which was one of the New Look ones. I can't remember the number. I will insert the picture of it. And I made that out of a green needle cord, which I love. Problem is the more I've kind of tried to wear it, the more I've realised that it's so short in the crotch, and it's coming to that point of actually I can't wear it as an all day item, because it's okay when I'm standing up, but when I sit down it's a bit painful. Put it that way. It's a bit like, oh, keep needing to adjust it. So I think what I need to do is donate that one and make myself another one of those, or try something like the Zadie jumpsuit, or another one I like is the True Bias Yari or Rory jumpsuit. You know, something like that might be quite nice to wear as like a little jumpsuit. So yeah, I was thinking maybe I should try that. So that's some of my learnings. I'd love to know, did you take part in Me Made May? Did you have a pledge that you set yourself, or a goal? And did you identify any gaps in your wardrobes? I'd love to know. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, it would be lovely if you could. And I will speak to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.